Mass Effect 2 was one of last year's best games. Personal drama, intense action, and great atmosphere all work together to pull you in and get you invested in your adventure across the galaxy. This excellent role-playing action hybrid is now on the PlayStation 3, and what made Mass Effect 2 so wonderful on other platforms last year is also what makes it so great this year. It's unfortunate that the transition wasn't as smooth as it should have been. Frame rate stutters and a few technical problems can be really distracting in certain portions of the game. The good news is that these problems aren't excessive, so the multifaceted characters and vivid art design really shine through. This may not be the best version of the game, but if you're a PS3 enthusiast craving a galactic journey loaded with action and personality, Mass Effect 2 provides everything you wanted.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't Berserkers. Not at range.
First, let's take a look at what you get on the disc. Not only do you get the full game, but you also get the 3 major downloadable content packs available for the PC and the Xbox 360. It's in these sets of missions where you find this version's most notable problems, however. The frame rate is prone to stuttering in a number of sequences, most of them in larger outdoor areas. The vehicular sections of the Overlord mission set are particularly problematic. Textures dissolve into hideous pixels, and you can even fly inside the geometry. Thankfully, the Lair of the Shadow Broker content is less troubled, and the atmospheric combat environment of its second act really stays with you. The third content pack is the Kasumi Stolen Memory content, which throws in an extra character whose sneak attack is fun to activate in battle. Unfortunately, the game throws Kasumi into your crew without a proper introductory mission. As a result, she never gets the benefit of a properly developed story. That's a shame, because the rest of the characters that join you on the bridge of the Normandy SR2 are standouts. The fast-talking, logical-minded Solarian scientist Mordin Solus is one of the most entertaining RPG characters in years. However, he's just one of a varied ensemble cast that leaps off the screen due to consistently excellent voice acting, great facial animations, and smart camera angles. The story doesn't excel because of the main plot, but because of the dialogue and visual storytelling, which keep you totally invested in the world. And that investment is immediate, thanks to an action-packed opening sequence that sets the stage for dark themes like racial profiling and child abuse. Saving the galaxy from an evil threat is usually entertaining. What makes it special this time around is that you're saving individuals you really care about.
The whole thing's giving way.
Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. After all, the first game didn't come to the PlayStation 3, so you might be new to the series and need to catch up. Fortunately, the game comes with a free download code for a content pack that includes a comic that gets you up to speed after the electrifying opening. With this interactive comic, you can view events from the first Mass Effect and make decisions that affect certain plot points of Mass Effect 2. It's not a substitute for an entire experience by very nature, but it is a creative and attractive addition. It's too bad, however, that some players will miss the only content exclusive to this version of the game, since this isn't on the disc. But you don't have to be an experienced Mass Effect player to appreciate the sequel's action. Combat works mostly like a third-person cover shooter with 2 members of your squad at your side. In addition, you perform powers that are great fun to execute. You can fire off a powerful shockwave that sends enemy mercenaries and androids flying into the air, or charge at an attacking Krogan warrior at super speed. Which powers you use depends on which of 6 classes you choose, and you can order your crewmates to perform their own skills as well. That isn't to say that Mass Effect 2 features as much depth and flexibility as other role-playing games, which makes it tempting to consider it more of a shooter with RPG elements than as an RPG with shooting. It doesn't matter what you call Mass Effect 2, however, since it's a high-quality game regardless of its genre. Because you get to know most of its characters in 2 full missions devoted to each of them, the action is superbly intertwined with the character development. Nor do all tasks focus on simple shooting. A high-speed chase in a space taxi, a visit to a pulsing darkly lit club, and an attempt to charm a beautiful Asari are among the missions that vary the pace. Impressive lighting, creative use of rich color, and other visual touches further draw you into this vision of the Milky Way. Whether you're shooting or talking, this is a place you're glad to be. It's too bad, then, that technical issues and a few other inconsistencies hold back the PlayStation 3 version of this excellent space trek. Yet while this version clearly needed a little more loving care, there's no doubting that Mass Effect 2 is a great game deserving of your time, money, and admiration. Mass Effect 2 works because its gameplay, art, and storytelling are balanced wonderfully, and they keep you emotionally involved in what happens from beginning to end. If you have yet to explore this universe, this is a chance you should take to find out what you've been missing.